blue one? Oh, okay. Hey, so this morning I just want to put some good content out for you guys. So, hey, stick with me till the end out there. So my message and my story will tie in to my mentality and my trucking mentality out there for you guys. So like I always tell you guys out there, please do not categorize me with anybody on YouTube that's out there hotshot trucking or that own their own trucking company. Do not put me in their category because I'm in my own lane. So I just want you guys out there to stick with me in this video today and this morning, man. I'm gonna tell you guys one thing about it is, man, I can remember back when I was a kid and I used to see, you know, these small airplanes, and I always used to wonder, like, man, those airplanes look very small compared, of course, to the regular commercial airplanes out there. And I remember one time I ended up meeting this guy when I was a little younger, and he told me that he had his private pilot license and that he was flying around a single engine plane. So I was putting two and two together, and I was thinking like, okay, maybe those small planes are used more for people who just want to get out here and fly, you know, by themselves. So I always had the desire to get in my private pilot license. So of course, as a kid, only thing that you could do is dream, right? And then the older you get, you stop dreaming, you stop, you know, having that desire and that feeling of accomplishing things as what you wanted to accomplish when you were a kid. So I just want to tell you guys, man, do not give up on your dreams out there. Do not give up on your goals, man. Keep that kid mentality, you know, keep that creative, you know, mindset out there. So a lot of you guys out there, you're going to get old and you're going to be faced with reality. You guys are going to have to start paying bills and taking care of kids and families and wives and whoever out there. But do not give up on your dream. Do not give up on your passion out there. I'm going to tell you guys like this, man, I was like everyone else, right? I'm pretty sure everyone that's watching this video right now has been broke, you know, in their lifetime. You know, some of you guys right now are broke, but that's perfectly fine. I mean, you had an opportunity right now to start making money. But I'm gonna tell you guys like this, man, I've been broke before and I'm not going back. It ain't no going backwards for me. So hopefully it's no going backwards for you guys. Hopefully you guys are not just staying stagnant out there. Hopefully you guys are achieving the things that you want to achieve. So yesterday morning, I took my son because like I just told you guys, I always had a passion to become a pilot. And it's something that I fear. A lot of you guys out there are comfortable. You know, like I told you guys, I done been skydiving before. You got to overcome your fear. So of course my fear, but what I really wanted to do was fly a plane and fly by myself. So what I'm doing now is going through private pilot school so I could start learning how to fly. So yesterday I was able to take my son with me. We went out with a trainer and the trainer let me control it. You know, he let me get up there and he let me fly that plane, man. And I ain't gonna lie, I definitely was nervous, I was scared, but it's like anything else in life. The more you do it, the more comfortable you're going to become with it. So I just want to put this out there, man. My son had a good time. He was with his dad. This is what I'm talking about. Start doing things out there for your kids. Start doing things that, you know, your children can have these memories. My son will always remember this in his mind, but also because I'm documenting, you know, my life and my journey now. So start documenting it. Start taking pictures. Start doing things with your kids out there, you know, things that you always wanted to do. My kids right now, especially my 4-year-old, he's definitely giving me that feeling of being a kid again, because now I get to do kid things with him and I get to do things that I always wanted to do as a kid growing up now. And now I'm doing it with him and now I'm able to share, you know, these moments. So I just wanted to drop that quick little, you know, story right there, man, for you guys out here. So keep going, keep striving out here. So when it comes to the trucking and transportation industry, like I told you guys at the beginning of this video, please do not categorize me with anyone else on YouTube that's out here hotshot trucking or that own their own trucking company, because if they're not doing what I do, you know, it's a whole different ball game. A lot of you guys out there right now are saying, oh man, the freight rates are low, you know, the trucking industry is going down. Hey, it's a possibility. But the thing about it is, like I always tell you guys, you have to have multiple streams of income. So maybe your trucks are not making the most money right now. Okay, and you know, so that's how you have to think about it. So if your trucks are not making the most money right now, what are you going to do about it? That's the question. You know, figure out a solution to the problem. Either you're going to continue to keep trucking and you're not going to be as profitable, and then eventually your business is going to go underwater, or you're going to figure out other ways of making money in this transportation industry. So like I tell you guys, what I do, I'm a truck driver, which I don't actively drive at the moment because I don't have to. But I have trucks that move freight. I move freight by brokering freight. I dispatch owner-operators, and I lease on owner-operators to my company. So that's 4 ways right there. You know, 4 ways, which is a lot. So if one area is not doing the best, hey, the other area is going to take its place. So you can always be making money out here. So do not put everything on the market. You know, that's our problem right now, and pretty much in the world and in business. We always put something on something else, and that's why we're not being successful, and that's why we're not going to ever make any money, because, oh man, the freight rates are low, you know, commercial insurance is too expensive. It's always something in this trucking industry, and most of the time when people are telling you about it, it's because they're only making money one way. So I just want to encourage everyone out there, if you guys right now are just out there driving, that's perfectly fine, but hey, start figuring out ways that you can start making money out here outside of just holding that steering wheel. There's more ways out here that you guys can start making money. So also, let me talk to you guys real quick about booking loads out here. There's a lot of you guys out here that's self-dispatching yourself, and there's some dispatching companies out here that are dispatching owner-operators. Let me tell you guys something real quick about booking loads. When you're booking loads, this is a question that is not commonly asked. And I'm just telling you guys because me, as a trucking company owner, I still get on the load board and I'll still book some loads off the load board, even though that I'm a freight broker and I have direct shippers and some direct customers, right? But I'm still getting on that load board. And I'm going to tell you guys, I failed plenty of times booking loads and not asking the right questions. So I've made videos for you guys that you could go back and watch to ask freight brokers these specific questions when booking loads. But I'm gonna tell you guys, this is another question you guys wanna start asking these freight brokers out here when you're booking these loads. Ask them about detention pay and layover pay. So some of you guys out there will pull up to these shippers or these receivers and they'll just have you out there waiting for this enormous amount of time. And you're not being compensated because you didn't ask the right questions, or maybe you just are not knowledgeable enough to even know what to ask. So I'm telling you guys right now, when you're booking loads out here, ask about detention pay and layover pay. So if you ever do pull up into a shipper or a receiver and they just have you out there waiting for this enormous amount of time, you are entitled to detention pay, or if you have to lay over, you're entitled to layover pay. A lot of this stuff is not really black and white. You could go to the FMCSA and type in detention pay and layover pay, and you're not going to find anything that's really black and white that says, hey, if you are at a shipper or a receiver and you've been there for 2 hours, you are entitled to detention pay. You know, so start asking these brokers when you're booking these loads, those questions. What is your detention pay? You know, how does it look? How many hours do I have to be on site before I'm entitled to detention pay? And how much is detention pay? Sometimes you could be on site for 2 hours and then you could start getting $50 to $100 for detention pay. Some of you guys are leaving money on the table out there because you don't know what questions to ask, and that's okay. That's perfectly fine. It's all about going through life and going through experiences, and then you start learning. So I'm out here learning for you guys, and that's why I put out these videos. So just remember that detention pay and layover pay. If you ever have to lay over, make sure that you're being compensated, so you don't want to keep your truck tied up. If your truck is going to be tied up for it and you're going to miss at least one day, make sure that you're getting compensated for what you really deserve and what you earn. Do not let these freight brokers out here tie your truck up for more than what that load needs. You know, so also, I just want to put this out there too. So as you guys know, I talk to a lot of people on a day-to-day basis. And when I'm talking to people, I'm starting to notice too that there's a lot of people that's always going to continue to be spectators, just always sitting in the bleachers, never getting out, you know what I'm saying, on the court and getting into the game. A lot of you guys out there will always be spectators. I talk to people and they say, oh man, I've been watching all these videos on YouTube. I've been watching a lot of your videos, man. I have a lot of notes. You know, I got this whole notepad and it's full of notes. You know, that means nothing, to be honest with you guys. You could take as many notes out there as possible, but that means nothing. If you guys are not actually executing and putting that plan together and going out and attacking your goals and your dreams, those notes means nothing. You know, you could have wrote your own personal story besides writing a whole book of notes that you never utilize if you never execute out there. So don't focus on trying to just sit down and study the game for years and years. As you guys know, I've only been doing this for a little bit over 2 years. So if I would have sat back and just studied the game for 2 years, I would never be where I'm at today. So just remember, once you get something in your mind, just go execute. You know, you don't have to over-educate yourself. A lot of you guys out here are very, you're analytical about things and you think everything is going to be perfect. It's not going to be perfect out here. So I just want to put this quick video out today to you guys, man. Hopefully, you know, this video just could kind of open up you guys' mind real quick, get you guys inspired, get you guys motivated, get you guys ready to get out here and start trucking and stop listening to people out here that only make money one way in this trucking industry, but they are negative and they are going to discourage you, you know, because as you guys know, if I'm on YouTube, right? So you guys are watching me, but you never see me out here complaining and you'll never see me out here talking about, oh man, I'm about to get out the trucking industry. The only reason why I'm not saying it is because I make money in multiple areas within the transportation and trucking industry. Now, if I only made money in one way, I might be one of the guys out here complaining too. But I'm telling you guys, do not listen to them because they're only making money one way, you know? So that's anything in life. It don't matter about the transportation business. You can't just rely on one thing out here. So, hey, hit me up on my email, broker@mannystrans.com, which is broker@MANNYSTRANS.com. Go visit my website, www.extraordinarymovement.com. 30-day free trial with DAT. Click the link below, and go sign up with DAT for that 30-day free trial. Go sign up with TAFS, Trans Am Financial Services, if you guys are looking for a factoring service. Also, for you guys that are new to signing up with TAFS, you will receive a free ELD, a free electronic logging device out there for your truck. CEO, commit, execute, and be obsessed. Everybody be great out there.